Queens, have you ever moisturized your hair in the morning, only to touch it a few hours later and think, "Ooh, how is my hair already dry again?" You added water, you added your leave-in, maybe you added an oil, maybe you even added a butter, but somehow your fussy hair is still feel rough, dry, sometimes almost crunchy. And after a while, you maybe started believing something is wrong with your hair. Because your hair is not the problem. You may simply be missing an important part of the moisture retention process. Because getting water into hair is only part of the equation. The other part is helping your hair hold into that hydration for longer. How many of us can testify about what I'm saying right now? If you are, please just give me a thumbs up, okay? All right, so today, that is what we are talking about today. I am Coach Malaika, menopause hair restoration expert, and I am going to teach you what I call the Queen Bellis C.R.O.W.N method. C.R.O.W.N stands for cleanse, rehydrate, optimize conditioning, wrap in moisture, nighttime protection. 5 intentional practices designed to help you care for your dry, fragile, texture hair without just while joining your crown in product. And queens, once you understand the difference between hydrating your hair and helping it to retain moisture, your entire routine becomes it will make sense, more sense. So let's get into it, shall we? All right. First, we need to understand something beautiful, fussy hair like mine. Look at the shape of our strength, ladies. It's so fragile, so tiny, some of us. Our hair bends, it curls, it twists, it turns. That beautiful architecture is part of what gives fussy hair its incredible versatility. But those bends also mean that the natural oil produced by the scalp, which is the sebum, don't travel down the strength as easily as they can on straighter hair. So the end of our hair can become particularly vulnerable to dryness. That's why you feel so crunchy, ladies. And remember, your ends are the oldest part of your hair. They have survived wash days, detanglings, wet weathers, protective style, manipulation, heat for some women, and years of simply being on your hair. So when your hair constantly feels dry, the answer is not necessarily, I need more oil. We got to pause first. Sometimes you need to examine your entire moisture retention practice. And that is where C.R.O.W.N comes in. Are you ready? Let's go and define it. I was so excited about this, lady, because once you start doing this practice, I promise you, you will feel much, much better. Okay? And your hair will thank you. Now, here is something I really want you to remember. Oil does not hydrate your hair. Water provides hydration. Water-based product can help deliver water and condition ingredient to the hair. Oil and butters can be useful afterward because they may help lubricate the strength, reduce friction, or slow water loss. Does that make sense now? But imagine taking completely dry hair, putting a heavy layers of oil over it, wondering why underneath all that oil, hair is still feel dry. Kids, you never really address the dehydration. That's why we are going to begin C.R.O.W.N at the foundation. Are you ready for this? Now, let's define the Queen Bellis C.R.O.W.N method. And this is a method that I created, I've been using, and is work. When your entire environment, the internal environment is set, you will find the benefit. C for stand for cleanse. And yes, moisturize hair begin with cleansing. I know somebody just said, Coach Malaika, I thought shampoo dry my hair. Not necessary. The goal is not to strip your hair. That's why when you create shampoo, you buy shampoo that have element that will create the environment for you. Not drying your hair, but actually deposit, a great moisture to your hair. So the goal is to remove excessive buildup from the scalp and strand, because layer after layers of oil, cream, butters, and eventually interfere with how well water and condition product interact with your hair. So periodically, queens, give your crown a clean foundation. Yes, it's okay to wash your hair. Amen. Give yourself permission. Wash your hair. R stands for rehydrate. R is for rehydrate. Like I said, you have to rehydrate your hair. And this is where water comes back into conversation. Works in sections. Allow the hair to become throughout wet. Then apply your water-based conditioner or leave-in product according to its direction and hairstyle. And as you can see, those are the products that we use as Queen Bellis right now. These are my hair to go. And take your time. Ladies, don't rush this place. If you don't have, I say, like, if you don't have time for your hair, don't do it. Your goal is not to drop product into the outside of the big section and assume every strand will receive it. No. Gently walk through your sections. Pay attention to those ends, the knot. Listen to your hair. Your hair makes sound every day. I promise you. If you listen, you will hear. O stands for optimized conditioning. O is for optimized conditioning. This is where I want you to stop choosing products simply because somebody on social media said, this grew my hair after just 1 week. That's a lie. Ask instead, what does my hair actually need? Does the product give you sleep? Does your hair feel more manageable? Does it help reduce friction during detangling? Does your hair feel conditioned after you use it? Because, Queen, we are not collecting product. We are building strategy. Does that make sense? I know you guys right now are watching this record live. And if you are, please give me a thumbs up. W stands for wrap in moisture. Yes, you hear me, ladies. Once your hair has been hydrated and conditioned, now we want to help protect that hydration. Depending on your hair and the product we are using, this may involve a cream, butter, or a small amount of appropriate oil. And notice I said a small amount. Your hair should not have to look like fried chicken. No. Before we believe it's moisturized. No. More product does not automatically mean more hydration. The goal is to help reduce moisture loss while keeping the hair soft, flexible, and manageable. And give those ends some extra love when you love it. Or if you love it, it will grow. They have been with you for the longest, trust me. Your end, the end of your hair has been with you for the longest. So treat them with extra love. TLC. Night number N stands for nighttime protection. This is the very, that means critical, ladies. Some of us sleep very wide. And it's okay. Just protect your hair. Okay? So N is for nighttime protection. Queen, please don't do all that work and then go to sleep with your beautiful crown, rubbing it against and observing cotton pillow all night. No. Reduce friction. Protect your hair with a satin or silk bonnet scarf on appropriate pillowcase. Keep your hair in a low manipulating nighttime style. Actually, this is how I put my hair before I go to bed. Easy peasy. And eventually my husband like hair in a low manipulating nighttime style. Because healthy hair care is not only about what you put on your hair. It is also about how you handle your hair. Now, somebody is going to ask, Coach Malika, how often should I do this? And I don't want to give every woman an arbitrary schedule like every 2 days. Because your hair is going to tell us something. Pay attention, Queen. That is something, like I would say personal. It's a personalized. It's about individuality. But because your hair going to tell you, I want to pay attention. Does it still feel soft and flexible? Or it's become rough? Are your end begin to feel brittle? Are you experiencing excessive tinglings? Is your hair, tinglings? Are you experiencing excessive tinglings? Is your hair snapped during manipulation? You don't necessarily need another 5 layer of product. Sometimes your hair needs water and conditioning. And sometimes it needs to be fed, to be just left alone. Learning that difference is part of learning your crown. Does that make sense, lady? Please, if you are watching right now this pre-recorded live, it makes sense. Say yes, Coach Marika. It makes sense. So, Queen, here is my challenge for you. For the next 7 days, who is with me? Who can do this? If you're watching right now, say yes. I want you to stop treating dryness by automatically reaching for another bottle of oil. Instead, remember your crown. Cleanse, rehydrate, optimize conditioning, wrap in moisture, nightmare protection. You have it, Queen. Observe your hair. How does it feel? How does it respond? Are your ends, softer? Is the tangling easier? Does your hair remain flexible longer? We are not chasing perfection. No, ladies. We are learning our hair. And the best person to do that is you. Not your hairdresser. Because your hairdresser is not living in your hair or live with your hair every day. It's you. Okay? And that's one of the biggest things I want someone to understand here at Queen Bellis. Your fussy hair is not difficult. I used to think that way. I don't know about you. I used to. Your hair is not bad. God He's a loving God. If it's not good, He's not going to give to us. Your hair is not something that needs to be conquered. It needs to be understood. And once you understand what your crown needs, ladies, you can care for it with intention. If you are going to try the Queen Bellis crown method this week, comments below. My crown is hydrated. And if you're a woman who is also experiencing thinning, excessive shedding, or changing in your hair density, remember that dryness and hair loss are not necessarily the same problem. That's where we have to look deeper. Nutrition, hormone, stress, digestion, scalp health, hair care practices, and the whole woman. You guys see me, you hear me talking about this constantly. I can't stop because this is what I live. Subscribe and become part of Queen Bellis Crown community. Because you know what? That's exactly what we explore here. At Queen Bellis, we don't just grow hair. We restore the whole woman. I am Coach Marika, menopause hair restoration expert. Stay blessed. Protect your crown. If you see this video that has been helpful for you, please share that with somebody, because you know what? Sharing is caring. My kid always telling me, sharing is caring. Okay? Again, I love you and I'll talk to you soon. See you next video. Ciao for now.